Every hot rodder's dream starts out something like this. Good solid metal with perhaps a bit of surface rust to take the sheen off the paint that's left over. This is a basic canvas, covered at this point in rust-killing gunk. But when the time is right, this 1949 bullet-nose Ford will be cruising the streets faster than Henry Ford and his son Edsel ever dreamed possible. Monty Booth is the man who owns the mouldering old Ford. And once you step inside his Aladdin's cave of street rodding treasures out in Midrand, you'll realize that it's only a matter of time before the 49er will be gleaming in candy apple splendor and burbling like any well-fettled V8 should. A massive 671 Dyer's blower or supercharger sits atop this big block Chevy motor, crammed into a 1940 Willys two-door gasser, as these cars are known. Pinball machines, posters, and the inevitable hog motorcycle, or Harley-Davidson as those not in the know would call it. This is one man's idea of street rodding heaven.
I basically started this after I left school. It was always my dream to have a car that had lots of power, and that's why I decided on building this Willys Jeep. It was basically a very sort of simple design, and I could easily fit a V8 engine in here.
Monty's second street rod was a classic 1938 Chev Coupe.
As you see it here, it's one of a kind in the world. Nothing else like this in the world. Special Corvette red, 1939 Ford taillights, blue dots, completely different. We've called this 38 Spec. This is a 1938 model. This is a 1938 Special. This is a one of a kind. This is what rodding's all about. This is a custom.
Other touches include a Jaguar XJ6 filler cap neatly Frenched into the bodywork, loud and proud exhaust pipes, and the low look. Even lower is Monty's 1958 Chev Apache pickup, finished in mean black. This is not just mean to look at, it runs a 7.5-litre big block Chevy motor, a wild cam, and interior detailed with BMW seats, a Momo wood trim steering wheel, video gauges custom built into the standard dash, and impressive steely wheels. These are imported wheels from the United States and feature the retro look caps and chrome trim that Monty was after.
This is one of my favorites and one of my wife's non-favorites. This is a 1974 El Camino. When I was a student, my father had one, and I had an accident with my car, and he lent me his El Camino. And I was riding around Varsity for a couple of months, and one day he decided to sell it right under my feet. And I vowed that I'd always want to own my own 74 El Camino. I love the shape. I decided to go one better. I decided to paint it purple, put flames in here, put these monster tires in the back, and go one step better. Put a Caprice Classic front end in and change it completely. I love this car, but a lot of people don't. I built this car because I love it, not because anybody else likes it. I built it because I want it.
It's time for a cruise, and what better car than a lookalike of one of the stars of the movie Grease. This car is in fact a 1942 Ford two-door, chopped to a convertible configuration by the previous owner, Steve Katz.
I purchased it, and with the help of my friend Ivor Pringle, we finished this project. We put a 350 Chev in here. We did the best motor we could do. We painted it, we made it real nice. We put all the bells and whistles on it. I've put the dash in. There's no speedometer in this dash, only the 4 essential gauges with a rev counter. I've put a full spectrum of BMW seats in here, leather seats, front and back. And it's just a beautiful road to drive.
The headlights have been Frenched or sunken in, and all the excess trim on the car has been ditched in favor of a menacing black presence. Thankfully, the chrome 1940s Ford grille remains, although it has been tidied up, and gives a wonderful shimmering presence as the car cruises the streets.
A V8 engine is unlike any other engine, and especially a Chevy engine. There's always a rivalry between us rodders. Some of us are fanatic Ford lovers and others are fanatic Chev lovers. But at the end of the day, they're all good engines and they're fantastic. V8 engines have a unique feel to them, and a unique sound to them, just like Harley engines are different to any other engine. It's got a unique, different, completely different feel and sound to it, and that is what makes Roddy.